The history, photographically, of surfing in Australia. Australian scene. It's a fantastic sport from all reports, and it's been captured the history of same by my next guest. Please welcome Jack Eden. Hi, Jack. Hi, Jack. Jack has got a fantastic exhibition which at the moment is being run at Manly, and also part of the exhibition is going to be seen at Torquay at the Museum of Surfing down there. But before we talk about the exhibition itself, let's talk about surfing, because you were and are a surfer yourself, Jack, aren't you?
That is correct. I've been surfing since 1957. I was actually in the genesis of surfing, which is a wonderful place to be at, where it all started.
So when was the real start of surfing in Australia? What does history tell us it began?
Well, if you're talking about the Malibu surfing board, or you're talking about the surfing itself, it started very, very early, in the early 1900s. And the Duke came out and rode a board at Freshwater, and it all started from that.
The 50s and 60s, they were pretty important.
Very important, very, very important.
What changed then that made it so popular?
Well, they were riding these big, long 18-foot, 20-foot surfboards. And what happened was that the American team came out with the 1956 Olympics. Judge Adrian Kalouis decided in his wisdom to have a surfing, actually a surf life saving club, big world title out here. And the Hawaiian team came out with these shortboards. Well, naturally, we beat them in the surf life saving club events. But then they gave an exhibition. Then at Torquay and at Bondi, one in Manly, North Avalon, and everybody just literally snapped their brain.
It's a wonderful sport to watch too. This exhibition, which, as I say, begins its Victorian stint tomorrow at the Museum of Surfing at Torquay. Already it's at Manly. It looks absolutely fantastic. What got you into photography of the sport?
Well, at that time, we were watching Bud Brown's movies and Bruce Ban's movies, and a guy called Bob Evans, an Australian movie maker, was showing movies. There was no one taking surfing photographs. There was no magazine in Australia. And then Bruce, as you were, John Severson brought out the American Surfer, the first surfing magazine in the world. And then we all decided that, gee, we must have that in Australia.
You started one yourself, didn't you?
That's exactly. I was a publisher and editor of Surfabout.
When did that begin?
1962.
Is it still with us?
No, it's not, unfortunately, but it went till 1968.
I guess copies of same would be quite collector's items.
Well, they are very much so. Anything to do with surfing in that area is, but the copies of Surfabout is very rare.
This is a copy of said magazine, of Surfabout, the magazine by Jack, and I've got a couple of live presentations to show you in the studio, as against the stuff you've just seen. And the photography in this exhibition, I'm sure, is just absolutely wonderful, if this is any indication. There you see little Paddy, actually, and the name of the group was what?
The Statesman.
The Statesman, that's right.
Yes.
There's little Paddy. Where was that taken, Jack?
Bondi Beach, 1963. The Duke was there. The Duke of Motel was there. And
who was there?
The Duke.
The Duke?
Yes.
Which Duke?
The
Duke of Edinburgh? No.
Yes, that's exactly.
Duke of Edinburgh.
No, the Hawaiian Duke Kamehameha.
Oh, right, he was the big surfer, was he?
Yes, the big surfer.
Right. OK, let's have a look at... I thought you meant the Duke of Edinburgh. Sorry about that. This one here, now this is a very nostalgic shot for a number of reasons. The major one, of course, is the car there. So what's the history on that one? Where was that taken, Jack?
An Austin A40. That was taken at Midway, Cronulla. And the surfer himself was a very, very good, very famous surfer himself, Gary Birdsall.
Yes, remember his name.
The back of the board, that's a balsa board. And it's quite amazing when you think it. And he's dressed in the standard uniform of the day, which was a duffel coat.
That's right. And sneakers.
Desert boots.
Yeah, right.
Levi jeans.
Yeah.
And a T-shirt.
Don't say it too loudly, some of the guys around here still dressed that way. Notice the old number plate too on the car, IM559. And this one here, now this is a fantastic action shot. You don't need to tell me who that is. That's Midge, isn't it?
That's Midget.
Midget Farrell.
He's doing an on-rail bottom turn. If you note from where he took off from, which is not even a board length, one of the very, very hardest manoeuvres ever to do, even on a short board. And what he's doing there is absolutely phenomenal.
Is that one of your prize collections?
Oh,
this
one of my
particular
prize
shot?
collections.
Whereabouts were you taking that one? Where you were on the beach, obviously.
Yeah, well, I was using a 640mm Naviflex lens in those days and a Japanese Minolta camera. And it was taken at North Narrabeen. And in those days when actually I was conversing with Ansel Adams,
Yep.
the very famous American photographer, and he sent me out all these special developers and all these type of things, and that's why they're so good, because the wonderful developing and printing which he taught me.
Look forward to seeing the exhibition at Torquay, which opens tomorrow, goes right through until April. You can still see the shots at Manly, can't you?
That's
Whereabouts
correct.
in Manly, Jack?
The Manly Art Gallery, just off the wharf there. You do a left-hand turn as you get off the ferry there at Manly.
Yeah. Don't do a right-hand turn, whatever you do.
No, you're in all
up the
sorts
drink.
of trouble.
Yeah. Make a left turn there. Well, nice to meet you, Jack. Congratulations on the exhibition. You've got a surprise for me? Oh, you have?
Yes, I have, actually.
Yeah.
Actually, this itself is the Surfabout, the first edition of Surfabout.
Yes.
On the front cover.
Right. Oh.
And I'd like to present to you, Bert,
Yep.
very famous surfer, the head, Kevin Brennan.
Oh, yes, indeed. Look at that.
Doing a bicycle.
Beauty. Beauty. Unusual knee action there. Well, there you go.
These are on sale at Surf, Dive and Ski.
Oh, God, there's a commercial too, right.
And on the front here
Yep.
is Gary Birchall himself was a very famous artist. And that's one of his cartoons.
That's you.
Wonderful thing, he says, I'll have you know, sir, I'm not a beach bum, I'm a tourist attraction.
Fair enough. Thanks for coming in this morning, Jack, and good luck with the exhibition.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. It sounds fantastic, and a lot of memories for a lot of people, I'm sure, were revisited this morning. Now here's Moira.